What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to give you a quick overview of one of my lower body functional workouts along with a sandbag circuit at the end. So I started this workout off with some snatches. Here you see my warm-up, focusing on full extension. And then I get into the actual snatch workout itself. So today I was working on the 3-position snatch. So from the ground, from the low hang position, and from the high hang position. I've talked about it before in previous videos about why I think the snatch is so beneficial for really anyone. And just a few reasons would be that it's both an upper and lower body movement. So it has a high demand for both stability and mobility throughout your entire body. And by having stable shoulders and stable hips as required for the snatch, it's going to help fix a lot of irregularities and imbalances in your body and help relieve a lot of pain and discomfort, fix any potential problems that you may have. Another thing that's great about the snatch is it gives you the most bang for your buck. So if you're tight on time, you can achieve a full body stimulus by performing the snatch with less time, less movements. It's also going to make you more athletic and coordinated. It takes a significant amount of balance in order to be able to perform the snatch, along with plenty of body proprioception in order to perform it correctly. So it's going to be very beneficial for people who are occupational athletes, so like firefighters, police officers, those who have to use their bodies in order to perform their job. And it helps you become more comfortable in uncomfortable positions, challenging movements, and different positional demands of the job. And then lastly, I think the snatch is very beneficial because it helps you build confidence and discipline when it comes to weightlifting in general. And that's going to be due to the fact that not many people even try to do the snatch or can do it correctly. I mean, even myself, I still have plenty of technique fixes to work on, and by no means is my snatch technique perfect, but over time it will get better, and it takes a lot of discipline in order to get better. And by being better at the snatch, you're going to be able to challenge yourself with other types of movements and exercises. After that, I got into my snatch pulls. So the snatch pulls, focusing on the bottom position of the snatch, allows you to overload the weight, just focusing on your posterior chain, which is extremely important, making sure that you develop your posterior chain as much as possible, potentially prevent any injuries, as most people tend to work on the front of their body, their quads, their chest, and everything too much. So it's good to focus on your posterior chain. Then I get into some back squats. Before I start my back squats, I like to get some quick carbs on board. So I had a little applesauce here, a quick 15 grams of carbs intro workout, so that it gives me a little bit of energy to get through the rest of the workout. When I warm up for back squats after snatches, I typically am pretty quick with the sets and the reps because I'm already pretty much warmed up from the snatches, so I don't need to do a bunch of reps during my warm-up sets when it comes to back squats. So I just do a few sets of 5, working my way up to the top weight for the day. And I believe today, during this workout, I did a 5x5 at 280, or roughly 70-75% of my 1 rep max. The back squat's great because it's a very compound movement pattern, so it doesn't take much technical demand in order to perform, and also you can overload your legs and develop your legs, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes easier, and you're able to do more hypertrophy, you're able to do more reps with heavier weight in order to build that overall leg strength. But variety is the key with anything when it comes to weightlifting. In order to prevent injury, you want to be able to do back squats, but also work in front squats, and of course do some overhead squats as well. That's going to help you get the most bang for your buck and work on all your different little muscle groups in order to develop the best physique and the most functional physique in general. So I just keep working through these back squats here. I used to back squat a little bit more often when I was competing in powerlifting, almost 2 or 3 times a week. But I found that doing the same movement pattern too often developed some chronic injuries for me. So that's why I kind of transitioned to a more Olympic weightlifting style of lifting, so that I could vary the movement patterns that I do. basically unlock more movement patterns to be able to do. Or in that every exercise or every training session that you have some form of a compound movement in the beginning to challenge your strength aspect in your central nervous system, and then towards the end do some kind of circuit that's going to challenge your cardiovascular ability and endurance. And so that's basically how I structure all of my workouts. The beginning, some multiple strength movements, and then I get into a circuit towards the end, which is much more functional, much more job applicable. That way I get to do the thing that I love to do in the beginning, and then the thing that I have to do at the end. So here's a circuit that I did for this workout for the day. It was 4 rounds for time with 10 sandbag cleans to start with a 100-pound sandbag. I love the sandbag because it's an awkward weight, so it challenges different muscles and it makes you work a little harder and puts you in a more awkward position. Then right directly into a 100-meter alternating sandbag carry. So I carry the sandbag on one shoulder, 50 meters, and then on the way back, carry it on the other shoulder. I decided to use a plate carrier in this workout as well to just add a little bit of extra weight, make it a little bit more challenging. As a firefighter, you're always going to be wearing a lot of gear. Obviously not this minimal of gear, but it makes it more applicable when you throw on a plate carrier. Then I get directly into some dumbbell box step-ups. That's going to be challenging my grip strength as well as my core strength, being able to stabilize as I step over the box, and then also my leg strength, obviously, strengthening my hip flexors. This is very beneficial for stair climbs, making your legs stronger to be able to carry a significant amount of weight up many flights of stairs. And then lastly in this circuit is a calorie bike or echo bike for calories, with the calories reducing each round. And the goal with the echo bike is basically to just try to get control of my breathing and my heart rate in between rounds of this workout, because it's important that you control your heart rate and your breathing so that you don't get exhausted too quickly. You're able to make yourself a little bit more comfortable to be able to get through the workout. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content.